Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Ox After Dark, the late night, great night show where Dean, the Dream Martin, Lane, the legend Kramer, and myself talk about our dreams, our lives, our trials, our tribulations, and more.
The following program contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Dean, how was your date today, my friend?
It just started.
Jesus Christ.
You decided
Off to a good start?
Yeah, pretty good actually. Yeah.
Nice.
Obviously, your feet is having
goodness.
a. Did you just do like the 8-hour nap today? Power nap?
Yeah. I watched, or I played Elden Ring for a while after the show with Ben. Which again, second favorite game of all time. It's so good.
What's your favorite?
Final Fantasy 7. Like
I gotcha.
I
Well,
can't
yeah,
beat it.
I knew that was probably going to be the answer, but you know,
Yeah.
I just was like, You got your old school favorite, and you got your modern favorite.
Yeah, definitely modern favorite.
Wow.
It beat its out Mass Effect only because, like, I mean, I played Mass Effect the trilogy through and through like probably like 4 or 5 times, but this game, like, I just can't put it down. But after that, he went to bed around like midnight-ish here or like 1. I forgot what time it was, but I was like, oh, I need to finish watching Lord of the Rings, so I watched the Battle of the Five Armies.
Bofa.
Oh, the movies.
And then I was just kind of not tired, so I just watched YouTube. And did I watch anything else? I don't remember. And then I fucking passed out. And then I woke up earlier today, but I was only up for like an hour or two, and then I went back to sleep. So
How about you, Lane?
I'm doing all right. Had a 10-hour workday today.
Noise.
Yeah,
10 hours. God damn.
Yeah. Finished it off with having to be on a meeting for from 7:15 to 8:45, and that was fun. Where I was literally like, after popping up on Geeking Out stream a little bit earlier, just before then, Denobi popped on, and I was like, you know what? As I'm sitting here already in that meeting for about 35 minutes, I would love to just hear Denobi discussing, he's looking at the cable figure and would just be carrying on about, you know what? If these stitches in the right shoulder were just, pulled 0.3 millimeters tighter, then this entire uniform and figure would be better or something like that. And him just carrying on about something like that, about a Hot Toy figure. Because that meeting was making me so crazy.
What do you do again?
I work at a CRO, pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
In the office and stuff, and it most times good, but I got overtime today, so I can't complain by the end of the week and everything, but it was just a long day, and I got asked to do 2.5 or 3 hours of overtime tomorrow night, so I may have to miss Hot Toys Hotline show. But other than that, just today was announcing a giveaway for Geeking Out.
Very cool.
Arena Fett, I'm going to give away that figure.
Wow.
I meant to make it 2 minutes, pop in, say that, and get off, and then I derailed and screwed everything up.
That's okay. It was worth it. I had a pretty good day today, actually. I got to do a little bit of hobbying. Got to, kind of took a half day today. I found this amazing 3D print of the Queen, so it's my next model.
Oh, nice.
And then someone made her, this was before she passed away, someone made her in a eternal throne where she's in a tank. So I feel like I want to print that next. It's pretty hilarious. But my highlight of today, to be completely honest, now Dean, I'm going to show you this figure, and I want you to guess the price point. Lane 2, okay? Lane, if you already know the price point, don't guess it.
Okay.
Star Ace, Starlight. Okay, it comes in a deluxe and a regular. Okay? So we're going to cycle
Should
through
be
these
$5.
photos. We're going to cycle through these photos.
I'm glad you brought this up because I have a question that I can't seem to wrap my head around.
Yeah, why are they making figures? Me neither. So
Um,
that's the normal version. That's the normal version. And
I
then
think
let
you're
me
burning my eyes as I
let me
look
show
at
you the
this.
deluxe version. This is the deluxe version.
Okay. Go back to that photo. Oh, that one's fine too.
Okay. Ah, shit, sorry.
She doesn't wear gloves.
Mm,
Why
I
are
think
her
she-
hands golden like that?
I think she does but I don't think it's with this outfit.
Right. It's with the
It's with the
slutty
like
outfit
yeah.
that she fucking hates. So it's like, what the fuck is she
Yeah,
wearing
because
gloves
she
for?
when she wears this outfit, she doesn't have gloves, but she has
The
like a
gauntlets.
gauntlet. Yeah.
Right, which this
You-
figure has.
You're
But then
fucking
these hands are glowy
Dean.
with this.
When you're fucking right, you're right, and you're always right. So this is the star gloves that they're referencing here, but when she's rocking the normal outfit, she's got hands.
yeah, I was
Right.
gonna say it's the gloves were the trash.
God, she's so fucking cute, dude. That picture where she's waving. Oh my god.
Yeah, but just what? Okay.
Now, I honestly didn't believe this was a real figure. Like I thought this was a joke.
I thought it was
Okay.
I thought it was a third party.
$379 for the
Oh
deluxe.
my god.
$289 for the regular.
Bro.
Sorry, I,
was
don't
like,
mean. Sorry,
if-
I did not mean to yell like that.
I was like, bro, if the deluxe is anywhere close to 300, this is insane. Not
Okay.
only is this horrible, but like the deluxe doesn't come with enough to warrant 380.
Okay,
All
let's
comes
think
with
about
tax
it.
and fucking shipping.
Let's
like-
think about this for a second. This is more than the freaking Falcon cap from Hot Toys, which has big ass wings and all that stuff and pretty cool looking uniform.
Yeah.
And from the prototype has a good for as far as we can tell has a good facial sculpt. And this is I mean it's only $4 I guess or whatever, but this is more than the Chrome freaking Mando.
What are you getting for $90? You're getting literally a base for $90? Is that what I'm seeing here?
And I guess a light up feature and the gloves. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, because
But-
the deluxe has the gloves.
Which makes
What a-
zero fucking sense.
What a...
Can I say something real quick? So
Always
Toys,
fine.
please come save us with a third party that's like $175 of Starlight, please, or something.
DJ
'Cause-
says Star Ace needs to be bullied a bit and bring it... I tagged Star Ace on Instagram, but I don't
Yeah,
think they're
what-
active
Bro,
on Instagram.
Niculio said 325 to 360, and I thought he was fucking crazy. And he was still off.
He was still low.
Still too short. I mean, I guess he was over the normal edition, but look at that face. I'm sorry. I usually try and be restrained on this stuff, as you guys know. I try not to attack stuff, especially on prototype.
No, this
It's
is
sort of-
absolutely unacceptable.
This is well, okay. My previous statement stands that this should cost $5. There are a couple things I have come to.
I've seen Barbies that look better than
Yeah.
this. Look at the
I-
fucking tailoring. It looks like a mess.
Yeah, well, what was it? There was like, I don't know if it was a fake thing or something, but I saw like a Homelander like popping up on Facebook groups or something. I think it's 6 scale.
Yeah, well, that
Okay.
was also a piece of shit, to be honest.
But I mean, that looks like, for comparison. I mean, well, yeah. I'm not talking about this Homelander, but I thought I saw another maybe third party Homelander popping up or something that actually looked kind of like Homelander in the actor. But this looks like trash. If I don't know if it's Amazon or whoever owns the license with this, or it doesn't matter whoever owns the license needs to call Star Ace up and say either, yo, mother bleepers, you guys need to fix this and like take this down, cancel the pre-orders, and rework this because you are fudging. I'm trying not. I know I can say 4-letter words, but I'm
Say a
trying
bad
not to
word,
right
bro.
now. But
I mean,
you
Aaron
are,
had a bad enough week already, and then this shit happens? Are you kidding me?
okay, stop fucking with our license here. and get this, make it. I don't know what you got to do, or pay more money to the actors to get their likeness rights or whatever. Because that does not look like That doesn't look like fucking comic book Starlight. That looks like trash Starlight. I mean, holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry.
They fucked up
Like-
Homelander too, and they
Yeah,
fucked
well-
up Butcher.
Yeah.
The fact that NECA figures have as good a sculpt as they do,
Yeah, in
And-
fact, I'll pull up the NECA figure.
because the Starlight one's not bad. It's pretty decent.
Is that? Let me ask you guys just real quick. For one, I know it's on prototype. And the other two are out. Does that? I would say even in comparison to the Butcher, I can't say it's worse than the Homelander, because that thing is like the worst figure I sculpt I think
Well,
I've ever effing seen. But
Yeah, I think it's gonna get worse, to be honest, because I think both the Butcher and the Homelander were a step down. But this is the NECA. The NECA's actually not bad.
no.
Right.
For,
That's
you
what-
know, 20, what is it, 20, 30 bucks?
Yeah, 20, 30 bucks in 12 scale, which is a much
From
harder,
2 years ago.
Yeah, which
2
is a
years
much.
ago.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's
I'm mind
unacceptable.
blown. Oh,
It's,
God.
bro, honestly,
I even put this on the show sheet with the disclaimer, do not go live with this until we confirm this is a real figure. Because I was like, there's no way this could be this bad.
Well,
I don't think I've ever done that
Side-
before.
Sideshow's proved you wrong.
Well, Star Ace has proved me
yeah.
wrong. That's Sideshow.
Well, for all the complaints we've had for, like, let's even say 2 Hot Toys that have gotten run over the coals recently.
Yeah, you're right.
For Cable and the Winter Soldier. Those are 2 with, they're either Mr. Giraffe necks, or the facial sculpt's a little bit, or they look like Mr. Puny Pants with their shirt off, or whatever. They look like Steve Rogers before Super Soldier Serum.
yeah.
From the MCU. I don't want to hear. If I see a figure going up for more money, now it's not the same maker, obviously, but I see a figure like that go up that costs like $100 more than their
Yeah.
figures, then I'm like, guys, we got to reassess then.
I just don't understand how the price could get that high.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Like, your license isn't that fucking expensive. Like,
yeah.
we all know the bodies are usually pretty generic. They're all the same fucking shit. Like, there's absolutely no way that figure should. Even the regular one at 280, you're out of your fucking mind. Carlito said the higher ups of Star Ace are delusional. They should be embarrassed for what they're charging. They should be fucking embarrassed for what they're releasing, bro.
What would you guys
If
probably
I saw
say?
that, if I was in charge over there and someone brought that forward, I'd be like,
Get the
no,
fuck out.
we're not releasing this. Are you fucking kidding me? This is
Get ready to
insulting.
sell 5 of them.
It's and I don't even really like, not that I don't like the show, because I do, but like honestly, like if I never own a figure from the show, I'm not gonna get upset.
Yeah, it's not one I think of necessarily for
And
collecting
it's
figures of.
it's honestly egregious what they're releasing and what they're charging. Like, there's just no fucking way, not in any fucking scenario. How much was the Inart Gandalf?
I want to say it was 430.
So-
480 maybe. Don't quote me on that number. Don't quote me on that number.
Okay.
But yeah, about that price.
So for like, honestly, which is, maybe $100 more, maybe $100 more, you're getting like a fucking like actual work of art. Like, that price discrepancy is unacceptable. Like Lane said, this should be. I've literally
It should be
seen Barbie dolls
$5.
that look better than this. Like those Wonder Woman Barbies that you get at like the
Yeah.
grocery store for like $15-$20 look better than this. If they
Well,
did a Starlight.
If we
It's
compare
like,
it even,
what the fuck are you
if we compare it to
talking about?
Inart, I just looked it up real quickly, and this is looking at, so the Inart Joker, the one I'm getting from Specs Fiction, is costing me $347 for that Joker, which is, not one of the deluxe, just the regular standard Joker.
Right.
At $347. So that piece of trash is 30. God, I feel like I'm talking about Toys Blunderland right now. This caused 30. Now, admittedly, they're almost a year later, different getting announced, but that doesn't matter in this case because you're spending $32 more for that than you could buy the Inart Joker from, maybe a third-party site necessarily. Think about that for a second. That's insane.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This was my comment here when they teased this. I was like, please, God, no. And, yeah, it's...
It
It's
looks
like,
worse
please, for the
than
love of God, just stop making these figures.
Yeah, it looks worse. You know, you just showed the crack in there for a second. It looks worse than the crack in there. There is a fishy sex symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they were like, hey, what's Inart charging for rooted hair? All right, let's do that. But it's like not well done at all, or like
It has no redeeming qualities.
$379.
this figure
Jesus.
has zero redeeming qualities.
If you
It's
wanna
not
make
like I
people-
could like point to something and be like, okay, maybe I could see where they're coming up with the price with this or that or what.
It's
The other.
like, no,
Absolutely
nothing.
not. Nothing about this makes sense at all. It's insulting to the
right now,
collector.
having seen it physically up there, obviously having gone through other pictures, is there anybody in chat right now who would look at the collector's edition or regular edition of that figure and go, you know what? That's something I might consider. I'm just interested to see anybody who's not trolling. I mean, honestly, you looked at that right now, looking at the pictures, or open it up on Sideshow, and you go, you know what? I think I want to spend $400 before $400 on that figure. I got, like I mentioned, an example. I can get Captain Falcon, Falcon Captain America for $375, or I can get that. And yeah, I'm going to choose that. I would, if I'm serious, if anybody in chat can look at that and would say I would buy that, versus whatever hot toy else that's similar pricing.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no
Equan
way.
says it comes with a premium seamless body. Okay, one.
I think that's a joke.
Oh.
Meh.
I was like, one, like seamless bodies aren't that premium, and two, you don't even need it. She's wearing stockings and long sleeves. It's like,
Is there any way for whoever has those prototypes that are starting to put those together, we can get Spaceballs the flamethrower to come in and just go and set them on fire? Oh my gosh. You know how to way to start it, sir. You know how to start it.
Apparently, well, I don't know what we can talk. We can't talk about that actually. Never mind. There was this thing that I was told today, but I don't actually. No, Marco's not going to be on today. God damn it. Anyways, there will be some stuff for us to talk about soon, but I need to make sure that we can actually talk about that. It's a thing that Inart's doing, but I don't know if it's actually a public thing. I'm trying to double check their Facebook group real quick. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Do you know what I'm talking about, Lane?
If it's the thing I'm thinking about where they had the announcement thing go up in the group? Or is it something different?
Keep going.
It's about the event?
Which
Or
event?
is this... well, I assume you can talk about it.
why are you talking
up
so
there.
secretly?
Well, because I'm trying to find what he's talking about.
Well, the event they're doing in Las Vegas?
Yes, okay. Where did they put that at? Because I've been looking for it all day, and I literally haven't seen this thing.
I would have to go... I mean, I just kind of looked at it real quickly. I just looked at it in passing, like, I don't know,
Let me see if I
9:30
can
this morning.
find it real quick. Yeah, but apparently Inart's... Thank you, Lane. Apparently Inart's doing a Las Vegas event, but it's really confusing because
6 to
initially
9 or something?
it was brought up... Oh, I don't know about that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But initially it was brought up to like some of the streamers that they were doing an event, and it seemed like they were just renting like a room in, you know, like a conference room in a hotel for like a quick little thing. But then they're like, yeah, but then you have to pay for your tickets and your flight and your hotel to go there. And I'm like, okay, but if it's just for the streamers, like why are we paying for a ticket? And then they kind of put up like a form for us to like say if we could make it, and I don't know how many of us in that chat could.
I didn't even go that far.
Yeah, I don't think you got that link because this was just for like maybe like 10 streamers. But I got the vibe from the way he was talking about it that it was like an event with like a lot of people. But in my head, I was like, well, you're planning this like the week after NYCC, which is almost no notice. You don't have like a formal reservation with any of these places. And like in San Antonio, I do event planning for things, and like to get a place in San Antonio, it's like you got to be booked like 6 months plus for
Yeah.
like, and in Vegas, I can imagine it's probably even longer. And so, yeah, I was just like kind of confused by everything. Here, this is what I was sent, and I don't know where this was from. Someone just said that they sent it to another person, but it's a Las Vegas Queen Studios Inart event. They're supposed to have like some of the prototypes there, but I was just super confused because it's like no one knows about it. I thought it was supposed to be like a private event at first, but now apparently it's like an actual event. But there's not a lot of marketing behind it. Like,
Next
and
month.
for people to schedule flights, yeah, it's supposed to be the week after NYCC. So people to schedule flights, room booking, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't really get it, to be honest. And I'm glad that you mentioned it, Lane, because I was like, Margot told me someone sent him this, and I was like, I haven't even seen this.
Well, yeah, not that necessarily, but all I can say is I can look at that list and it makes me glad to know I won't be buying any Inart figure for a while. Because I literally went nope to that entire list. I did notice they don't have Mara on that list, though. Like their old ones
Yeah.
they did.
And it's interesting because a lot of those figures they haven't actually shown yet, so I'm not exactly
Yeah.
sure what they're gonna
What
show.
state are they going to be in necessarily?
Yeah, like I think of that list, the only ones that we've seen are
Batman?
the Joker, Gandalf, and Batman's Pennywise.
Bless
So
you.
you wouldn't be seeing Black Adam, Superman, Paul, Harry Potter, or Aragorn. But again,
Maybe
it's just like how one, how are people supposed to know about it? Because
1
I'm
month
in that
beforehand.
chat and I don't know about it.
Yeah,
and
1
then
month beforehand.
yeah, two, again, people need to get flights, hotels, transportation. I don't know. It doesn't seem like particularly well organized, and the weird thing is, like, why wouldn't you just go to NYCC? I think they said they weren't able to make it, but it's like that would make more sense than trying to do your own event completely separate the weekend after a lot of the content creators are already going to be at NYCC. You know what I mean?
And are they gonna feature? I assume they would show some off their statues and stuff if they're gonna do an event thing.
I don't even know. And to be honest, like, to me, it's like for that kind of event, like I thought that they were going to send us out there. Like I was like, I'll go if you're going to send us out, but it's way too short notice for me to like make these big financial moves to like, be able to make it there. And
Yeah,
the
that's a
closer
lot of
you
money
get to an
for that,
event,
though.
the closer
Find
you
a
get,
place to stay.
the harder it is to book and the more expensive it is to book. So it's like, bro, you're telling me it might be at this time? Like, that's not good enough for me to book a flight. You know what I mean? Especially the week after OxCon.
And the thing is, for like where we are and stuff, it's not necessarily the worst, not the hard where we're coming from in our area. It's not the hardest. We don't even have the hardest time necessarily having to try and, from where we have to travel from to get a flight necessarily, from location wise to get over there.
Yeah.
You can get red eyes and stuff over there, but
Yeah, that's not the problem, but I'm just also not trying to pay out of pocket for like basically me to market their stuff. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Yeah, unless you're fucking sending me home with one of your prototypes. Ain't no
Unless the G-Man's coming home with me.
Free Joker figure. Because it's like,
Yeah.
surprise, we're about to ship him out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, Punisher. So if anyone's in the chat, where are they posting the stuff at? Because like I said, I checked their Instagram, I checked their Facebook, even in the streamers chat. Unless I got kicked out of that chat. I don't think I did. I have no idea where this stuff is.
I had just seen a big thing they were showing, like not with that, but just a big thing, advertising thing where they were saying whatever the date was, like October 19th or something. And I thought they said 6 to 9 o'clock or something like that. Or I don't remember. I didn't, like I said, I was at work, so I kind of just passingly looked at it and stuff.
Maybe I did get kicked out of their group. I don't see it anymore. Let me double check. Maybe I got blackballed.
You're too pro to get blackballed, sir.
Oh, no, I didn't get kicked out. Just kidding.
I was there like they were like no more staff incidents. Kick Zachary Guevara.
There you go. Let's see. Where... I don't know. Yeah, all we got was an RSVP, and it was like that they're going to proceed and that they have 3 potential venues. It's like, bro, you have 3 potential venues, but I need to know like a day, a time, a place. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And even even their sign up form doesn't say a date. So it's like, I mean, how? I don't know.
All it sounds like is
I've planned a lot of events. I've planned a lot of events, so I know what these things are supposed to be and what they're not supposed to be. But we'll see. I guess. I wish them all the luck and everything like that. But it just sounded like too good to be true and like too soon, in my opinion, for like what they were trying to do. Like if it was just 12, 15 collectors in a room of a hotel looking over prototypes, that's one thing. But if you're inviting like it was just a weird setup. Punisher says it's going to be held in Vegas. Yeah. I know it's going to be held in Vegas. I just don't. They told me the week after NYCC, but I didn't.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think I've seen that.
Hey, I would enjoy sitting there watching you there with like you having your holding up.
Oh, I don't think they would let me hold the Gandalf. They'd be like, bro, put that shit down.
No. You holding up like a camera thing and standing there with like a mic trying to interview people and stuff and everything on there.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You could edit some videos. That would be awesome.
It would be, but I'm not paying my own money to do that. Like, it sounds fun.
Well, Lane said he would pay, so...
No.
Wow.
No.
Lane,
he just said I would pay to see it.
Yeah.
You could pay to see it, Lane, actually.
Yeah, you totally
actually,
do.
so what is your account number real quickly, and I shall make your dreams come to pass.
Yeah, even looking at the image that Marco showed, there's no date. It's like, bro, what?
It's
God.
Queen
should just come to fucking San Antonio. We're gonna have like 5 content creators at my house all weekend for OxCon. They could get a free table at OxCon. They just have to leave the Gandalf behind.
No,
bro. Honestly, you should pitch them that idea. Like, bro, we already have people coming into town. You could get a much cheaper place in San Antonio than fucking Vegas.
Well, the only thing is, though, you'd be splitting like the people that are going to go to NYCC, so they can't.
But you're going to be splitting them anyway by having it in Vegas.
Well, no, because it's the weekend after NYCC, supposedly. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like in Vegas, like it's expensive as shit. Like
yeah.
You go anywhere.
Even more so with inflation and shit, man. They're talking about
you could leave the Gandalf at my
expensive.
house just for safety.
Just in your
Can you
little one of your
imagine if they let me
there?
touch the Gandalf prototype, bro? I'd be like nitpicking the shit out of that thing. I don't like this.
I have a question for you.
For me?
I asked Mark, but he wasn't sure what his answer was. I don't think he understood what I was asking. Yeah. So in the Hobbit movies.
Yes.
Gandalf goes to investigate the whole necromancer thing. And he gets there, and Sauron kind of... It's a trap, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Somehow Palpatine returned.
He gets his sword knocked out of his hands, Glamdring. Okay. And then his staff gets, like, eviscerated.
Uh-huh.
And then he gets rescued, and then he has a staff again. Is that like the same staff, or is that the new staff for Fellowship?
Okay, so that's actually a really good question. Radagast gives him his staff, right?
Okay.
I don't know if it's that maybe exclusive to the extended edition, but let me show you. Let me show you here. It's actually really cool about this staff. It's actually super funny too. Okay, so first off, this is the staff that Radagast gives him in the movie. It's the one on the left, right?
Okay.
But during the fighting, like that staff is the same staff he has in Fellowship. It just gets worn down through all the fighting and like through all the years of like use. These little protuberances get worn down, right?
Okay.
So that's the answer. He doesn't just like appear.
So it is the Fellowship staff.
In the movie canon, yes. But it's funny. Okay, so during filming of Bofa, for some reason, Lane, bro, that's fucking beautiful. For some reason,
right here. It's behind me.
Yeah,
every
but
episode.
you never fucking use it. Listen to this. In the filming of Here, let me see if I can find it. In the filming of Battle of the Five Armies, for some reason they gave him the staff from the first movie, which at that point had been eviscerated, and they had to digitally edit every single frame of that staff to look like this new staff. And it was like some like intern that fucked it up, and it like totally. Actually, let me see if I could find it. It's actually a really funny movie.
Well, there was a lot in The Hobbit that was funny when it wasn't always.
Is that Narsil or is that
No, this is Narsil, not Andorra.
Here we go.
It doesn't have the Elvish runes on it.
This is worth getting copyright claimed for.
Second Army! Volk leads a force of Gundabad orcs.
So he's got the first film staff.
Almost upon us.
What? It always sounds like he says Wundaba.
Yeah. Oh my God, is my internet really not gonna fucking keep up today?
We shot for 3 days with Ian McKellen and Dale, and there was the whole Gandalf staff incident. I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't even talk about the staff.
Gandalf actually had 2 staffs in The Hobbit. We wanted to have a totally new staff that he would arrive in the story with. And Philip had mentioned that Gandalf being associated with fire, like his ring is a ring of fire. So actually used a flame as a kind of a model for the look of the top of the staff, as if it were a flame turned to wood.
There's a point in the story where Gandalf's staff is destroyed by Sauron.
Just like you said, Dean.
right?
And shortly after that, Radagast gives him his staff and says, take this, you'll need it.
If what you say is true, then you'll need it more than I.
So fucking beautiful,
I hand
that
it
staff.
to Gandalf.
That
And
blooper
he
jam.
takes it into the Lord of the Rings.
That was the
Off he
inspiration for
goes.
Ozol's staff, bro.
That is the staff that you see Gandalf with in Lord of the Rings. That's where he gets it from.
But nobody knew that when they were watching the film. That was mine.
Once Gandalf had that staff, throughout the battles that happen, we would slowly break off pieces.
I mean, they can just fall off as if whacking orcs with it.
Because he spends so much time kind of bashing orcs with this thing that twigs can kind of break off, and it can actually become that kind of final staff just through a process of wear and tear.
Which is
So
fucking
by the
awesome.
end of the Battle of the Five Armies, there was the staff that he has in Fellowship of the Ring. So it was like a nice evolution. Anyway, we shot the scene for 3 days, and he had the wrong staff.
My lord, she scratched the force.
Okay.
That would have never happened if we were on set.
My old staff which had been destroyed. Well, that wouldn't do, and I don't know who.
Erwin
pointed
says
it
the
out,
original
but
staff
someone
gate.
was more on the ball than I.
yeah.
Gandalf didn't figure it, I didn't figure it. The other 33,000 people watching didn't figure it. Until Peter finally twigged and went, he's got the wrong staff. And we realised Peter was right. Yep.
The prop guy that day was having a bit of an off day, obviously.
Damn.
One
Damn,
of
you
the
sandbagged that
says-
dude.
I won't mention his name. Matt
Matt,
gave him the wrong staff.
Epic continuity error.
one of the very few errors.
One that Peter did care about.
Hopefully they fixed it in post. Hi, VFX.
We actually had to go back
And then we had part 2 when you guys had to point out with the
digitally
staff
replace the
and
wrong
everything.
staff
Jeez.
with the proper staff in every shot.
Bro, that's so much
I still
fucking
get
work.
Apologies from Matt.
Fucking gabagool, dude.
That's
What a
hilarious.
gabagool,
Okay.
dude. Does that answer your question?
Yes, 100%. Because I was like, okay, Gandalf gets taken prisoner. So, like, okay, maybe the sword was laying around when they rescued him, right? But the staff definitely got destroyed.
Yeah, I got like
And
disintegrated.
so I asked Mark, but I think he misunderstood what I was asking, so his answer didn't make any sense.
This right here, the inspiration for Ozol's staff with the blue crystal.
Bro, it's such a beautiful fucking piece of work.
It really is.
Yeah. My question still is then, so when I watched just the movie, not the book versions of this, is that, okay, so I get Sauron melted his staff into nothing, given how important the staffs are with the wizards. Even if we don't see much like or hear much ever of like the blue wizards and such. But okay, that's Sauron, you know, most powerful evil guy other than Morgoth. But how does that explain how the Witch King owns the more powerful version of Gandalf and his staff in Return of the King, since he just shatters Gandalf's
Yeah, so
staff
that's
like it was
not
nothing.
that's not really canon, which sucks because it's a pretty cool scene. But yeah,
Well,
that's a weird one.
it's in the extended edition, which is
Yeah, I know.
kind of. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
the
talking
extended,
about the book.
yeah, that scene isn't in the books. And then the next time you see him, or not the next
He
time
has a
rather, but at
staff
the end of the film, he has a new staff, which is technically a little larger. It's like a little taller.
Yeah. Because that's important for the wizard to actually have a staff. So I
Yeah,
figured
so
he
it's
forged
kind of
one.
a weird thing. And so, like, in the original shot, since that never happens, it's just, like, presumed to be the same staff. But in the extended, it's implied that, like, he has another one made, which just is really stupid, to be honest.
I mean,
That's
I'm
probably
assuming.
my
I mean, he's a
least favorite
fucking
part.
wizard, right? So he could just like make a new one like out of thin
Yeah,
air.
yeah. Well, I just meant because I know that I didn't, that is probably honestly one of my favorite scenes because the Witch King is maybe one of my favorite things from Lord of the Rings, like from the
Yeah.
books or anything.
Yeah,
I
there
love the
wasn't
Witch King of
enough Witch
Agmar,
King, if I'm being honest.
and well, there was never enough Witch King in general. But his look and how they did him in that movie, it was funny because I just watched the Witch King and the Rankin Bass, which is the only thing I knew about Lord of the Rings for
Dope.
decades. And just seeing him where he like has a flaming little eyeballs looking at his magical hat, and he sounds like, I don't know, Skeletor on helium in that movie, and then seeing this where he's like, seeing the same dialogue like from that scene when he shatters his hat, and I'm like, wow, this is like the fucking Skeletor version versus the actual like Darth Vader version of this character. And that's like maybe my second favorite scene in all of Return of the King, because unfortunately I liked Witch King owning Gandalf like that, but I don't know if it actually makes sense to me. I know that this guy is made up to be, I guess in the movie version, as powerful or more powerful than Gandalf, when I'm not sure. I know in the books that may or not really be the case so much. If you read, I guess. I can't say I'm familiar with the Silmarillion and like some of the deeper cut lore and everything. But I always thought it was funny is that Gandalf doesn't have a good track record with staffs in the movie version, at least. We'll see
What are you talking about?
in Rings of Power. He got them smashed, shattered, or dusted.
He's the
Okay,
Over the
but
course of
like
Hobbit.
from what you're watching, but like theoretically, he's had those staffs hundreds of years.
thousands of years, yeah.
Well, but
Yeah,
they make him from like
thousands.
wizard. I figured he put some wizarding dust on them to make sure that they are extra thick and last longer. And yes, that was said like that on purpose.
Naughty boy, Wayne.
Yep.
Naughty boy.
That's cool that they did that, but honestly, that does make me think of kind of not exactly obviously the same thing, but when you guys were having to point out earlier in the year about the Gandalf staff with the Inart's
Yeah.
figure.
Okay, I also have another question because Mark did answer me, but maybe I read it wrong or maybe I don't know. So in the movie, The Hobbit, or the trilogy,
Okay.
Gandalf hears about the necromancer. And he takes Saruman and him. And
I'm sorry, he what? You broke up just a little bit.
he takes the news to the council.
Okay, yeah.
Saruman, Elrond, Galadriel, and himself. And Saruman is kind of quick to like, oh, you're just being like stupid. Like he has an answer for everything Gandalf brings up, right? Then in the rescue scene, Saruman shows up to help fight the Witch King, or
The Nazgul,
the
like in their spirits or
necromancer,
whatever.
which I guess turned into Sauron. I don't really understand how that goes, but he shows up to help fight and rescue Gandalf. And then it isn't until he sees Sauron that like his eyes kind of open up, like holy shit, like Gandalf was right. But
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering if Saruman was trying to discredit Gandalf because he was evil from the start, or was it until he's like, "Oh, leave Sauron to me," and then he turned.
So
I think it's supposed to be
in the
after
Hobbit,
that
he's
point.
good. Like he is good, but it's just like okay. Now I haven't seen the Hobbit in a very long time because I watched the M4, which cut all that shit out.
Right.
But it's my understanding that it's like so unbelievable, like it's almost impossible that Sauron came back, and that's why he's like, nah, there's no way. And then once he sees him, he's like, oh shit, like bro, maybe I'm on the wrong side, right? That's what I interpreted it. I could be wrong. Maybe Mark.
That's
can
how
answer
I
that
interpreted
question.
it too. But I was like, well, he was kind of dogging on Gandalf a little bit, maybe to like get him off the scent. So I wasn't sure.
Well, I know in the books and stuff, at least more from the book canon. I don't know about what the movie so much. I think that makes more sense. But of course, he was just after the Ring of Power, kind of on his own
Himself?
in the novels. Yeah, he wanted it.
Oh.
That's why he becomes Saruman the Many Colors. He stopped being Saruman the White, and then that's why Gandalf is the White, which would help make when Gandalf comes back in Return of the King, shows up. He says, "I'm what Saruman should have been."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because someone had explained that, like, since Sauron turned, I guess the universe was like, well, there needs to be a white wizard, so Gandalf.
Yeah, that's
used
why
the
he
white
was
wizard.
sent back.
Yeah,
Because he's
Gandalf was
actually
like
an angel
boosted
or
up.
something like that.
Yeah.
He was like an actual angel soul or something. I can't say I know all this specifically. That's why he was sent back.
So would there now be a new gray wizard somewhere? Like
No, it's
replaced?
not like the Sith, right? Like always 2 or like always 5.
Well, I thought
but
that was
basically,
always
well,
two blue, a gray, a brown, and a white.
well, no one's seen the Blue Wizards ever. Like no one knows what ever happened to them. So it's not like another 2 got sent over, right?
They just disappeared
But
at some point.
I don't know that there's like a direct answer if like there was another gray wizard out of nowhere, but basically as the white wizards, like Saruman could do more stuff. He had more access to his powers. So when Gandalf became Gandalf the White,
Because they're
it was like okay, like
demigods.
you could now like use have a little bit more influence directly with these matters, and that's why he has like kind of a bit more power. Gandalf doesn't really use a lot of magic though. To be honest.
Okay,
Like,
let me
he's not
ask
like
you
a
this
Ozol.
too, because this confused the fuck out of me. I was like, what? And maybe this is only a movie thing, but in the movies, like the whole thing with Sauron pivoted on Smaug being killed and them getting the mountain back. They're like, oh, Sauron's back because like they're doing this.
No.
Well, no.
No, I think you misunderstood. I think they're completely unrelated.
No. There is in the to make the Hobbit with the trilogy to kind of connect stuff more into Lord of the Rings, where even Tolkien didn't stop trying to connect the Hobbit to the Lord of the Rings because he said he can't do it.
Yeah, because he originally released a book and
the
Sauron
Hobbit
was a
just a standard
necromancer.
adventure.
Yeah, and then he
Hobbit,
changed it like a few years later to like make it Sauron.
Yeah.
But
The
like,
Hobbit doesn't completely jive.
Yeah, it's not meant to be like a cause and effect, but like basically Gandalf just wants to like take care of Smaug because it's like if someone evil, like if this dragon sides with someone evil, like it just would not be good.
Yeah, so they in the movie,
Because in the movies they tie them together, the events together.
it's also the Lonely Mountain. Is if the orcs can take it, that could be for eventually when he reorganizes his armies and if Sauron returns, that is the staging point to strike at the world, the world of men and all that stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they rewrote the story to kind of directly connect the Hobbit movies to the Lord of the Rings movies. But that's like the what was the orc guy, the defiler or whatever?
Yeah,
that dingus.
The white,
Isaac or something, whatever.
Azog
like that guy would.
Defiler.
Yeah, because he was totally made up to be an orc commander guy. Originally, it's just
He is mentioned in the book just like once, I think.
Yeah, but the orcs, the only reason they came in the original book is they were greedy and wanted to get the treasure like everybody else.
Okay.
That was their driving motivation, was money. At the end of the day,
Bro, I was so confused because it's been a while since I watched the movies. So it's like, wait,
I still
there's
like to
only
know.
like 4 armies here. I was like, there's the
Well,
dwarves.
they
the
count like
elves.
the eagles as one, like the wolves as one. It's a
Yeah,
really
apparently
weird.
they do 2 orc armies. The ones that come from the north and then the ones that come from undergrounds. Those are 2 separate armies.
I would still like to know where the great Shai Haluds in that movie.
No, it's
disappeared
goblins, wolves, elves, men, and dwarves.
to. No, and eagles. Eagles was an army too, but in the book there were like hundreds of eagles and stuff. It was tons of them, not like 5. That it
This,
looked
this
like.
article says the eagles are not considered among.
Because in the movie,
5.
it's dwarves and elves, and then the orcs, right? Those are 3 big ass armies. And then they're like, oh no, but the men are the army too. It's like, but there's like 100, like not even 100 of them.
But in the original book, like the
Yeah, and
I
there's
think
but the
there's
battle's also
it's-
like a few sentences. It's like he gets knocked out, and then it's like he wakes up, and the battle's done.
But when men fight in the book, there's like there's tens of thousands of them. It's a full army.
These nuts.
It's an art, but
Bro, legendary moment.
Yeah, it's the one part I can say for Rankin Bass, The Hobbit got kind of things right.
Bro,
even though,
that movie is a fucking banger, bro. If you just want to watch The Hobbit, Rankin Bass, Hobbit,
it
it's
that
only
old
like
cartoon?
45 minutes long, dude. It's so fucking good.
It's a
except
cartoon?
if you want the big
so
battle, yeah, it was made back
Yeah.
in the 70s. But
Oh, is it the one that's like rotoscoped?
No, that one's fucking horrifying. That's Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the battle is literally like little circles going like this. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
yeah,
running
dude,
around everything. And
bear guy?
everything.
The bear guy was fucking badass. I totally
Yeah.
forgot about him.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Apparently, he
banger
had a bigger role in the books.
The only part is the Gollum scene. It's so slow paced. Like Vivi always asked me to skip it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Here, let me show what Lane's talking about because it's pretty fucking amazing.
I usually skip every Gollum scene when I watch Lord of the Rings. I can't stand Gollum.
To battle!
I mean,
Jesus.
well, there's also the army of dwarfs is much bigger looking, and sounds like like thousands of dwarfs have come. And obviously the elves don't look quite as pretty as they do in the movies.
Fucking
in this
G-Man,
version.
baby.
Bro. Fucking,
See,
Try not to get claimed, but yeah, it's good, bro.
yeah, but when you see the battle like from the thing, it's literally just all like little circles bashing into each other. Even when the eagles come, they're like flying. Their circles up in the air as we're watching this because they can save money on it.
Thorndoil? Or however you say his name?
Thranduil?
So
Thranduil?
fucking cool, dude. I was like, I
Dude,
want
there's
like,
a
whole
stat-
movie.
Dude,
Yeah, the
there's a
Weta,
statue
dude.
of him, bro. That statue's fucking beautiful with that big ass stag, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, when I got my my summon steed spell, I was like, Cody, can it be a big fucking stag? He's like, no, it has to be a horse. I'm like, bro, you can't just fucking give me this for like the rule of cool.
Yeah.
So fucking mad.
I think that it's thanks to Lord of the Rings though for all the cool things. It's thanks to the games, some of the games based on this property, that we have one of the longest ass titles for any video game ever.
Which one?
Okay, you guys might remember in the chat or anything like that, they had a game, the Battle for Middle Earth. They were the real time kind of strategy games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's thanks to there were 2 of them. The sequel, which was called Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle Earth 2. It was either expansion set or expansion pack. The Rise of the Witch King, which was about the history of Witch King when he ruled Agmar, however you're supposed to say it correctly, and brought down the other kingdoms of men. That is like 16 words in the title.
Yeah.
It was actually a great expansion, and the only reason I remember that game is when I played through the story expansion, which was really awful because it just skipped sometimes 50 years. But whenever you won a battle, was hearing whoever the guy who was voiced the Witch King back in the movie when you went as him, he would always go, "A cold wind blows," and everything, right after you win.
Wow.
Why the fuck does Dean hate Gollum?
I don't know. He doesn't like
It's
Andy
fucking
Serkis.
annoying, bro. Gollum and Schmeagol, they're the same fucking guy. I can't stand him.
Yeah, well,
He's such a little shithead.
Well, I will say the Rankin Bass version of him is definitely more horrifying looking than even the movie version of him. Him in that and the Return of the King movie, which doesn't have Gimli, doesn't have Legolas. Aragorn's being an asshole almost the entire time. For the few scenes he's in, he disappears for like 3/4 of the movie. Gandalf mostly is a bummer, seeing how they're all going to die horribly and shit. And then there's not even the undead army doesn't even show up. For some reason, the orcs just decide to go like run away and throw themselves in a river and float down away. And the Mouth of Sauron is just some dude who, like, I don't know, laughs evilly and says like, "You're all gonna die!" Ah! And then of course, and then they then you know Reen falls in with Gollum, and then everything falls apart, and then thousands of eagles then come and grab all the soldiers, like thousands of them, pick all the human guys up and carry them off.
Bro, I fucking hate how the Eagles are always like a fucking what do I call it?
Blood device?
No. They're like a MacGuffin. Like
Yeah.
when all hope is lost, here come the Eagles, and they're always like fucking like 2 minutes too late. It's like, what the fuck? Like, can we just like have everybody on the same fucking page? You're telling me the dwarf armies marched all the way to the fucking Lonely Mountain, and they said that Thorin was in the halls for days looking for the Arkenstone. So it took the armies a while to march there. But the fucking Eagles took that long to fly there? Get out of here. Like,
well, remember, they describe the eagles as like these are almost like gods or something like that, or forest spirit gods or whatever. So they don't usually care, you know, the explanation, care about the whatever goes with
everybody in this fucking book series only gives a shit about themselves until they don't. It's like, can we all just get on the same fucking page here and kill all these goddamn fucking orcs? Why do all these people have to die before you fucking step foot into the fucking battle? Because sooner or later they're gonna come for you too. So can we all just get on the same goddamn page?
I heard that a lot with like the Russia-Ukraine stuff. It's like, can we just join the war? And it's like, well, no.
No, that's a different thing.
We really can't.
It's one thing in fantasy. But
which, by the way, Russia is getting their fucking shit wrecked. Oh my
They're getting
god.
it pushed all the way in, bro. It's embarrassing. Dude, the Russians are like stealing toilets and like taking them back to like the border to like take back with them. It's like, what the fuck is going on in Russia? They don't have fucking toilets.
They're busy getting backed up.
Bro,
with all the bullshit that they're having. With all the bullshit that they're having to deal with.
It's fucking embarrassing, bro.
Talk about Battle of the Five Armies, dude.
The Ukrainians only need one, bro.
I don't know how they thought they were gonna fuck with the U.S., bro.
Guns.
I don't know how they thought they were gonna mess with the U.S., bro. After this fucking shanty
absolutely
showing.
Not. Dude, it would be a
embarrassing,
no contest.
bro.
Well,
it'd be like the varsity team versus the fucking Pee-wee team, bro.
Dude, our Coast Guard could probably take them, to be honest.
It's more the Chinese, I think we got to worry about it in the Asian sector.
China.
For like 50 years.
Nah. No. The Chinese have a huge problem with... they have a huge army, don't get me wrong. But like 90% of them are like... For decades, they were only allowed to have one kid per family. So like most of the army is like the last of their fucking like family line. So they were saying like they'd be surprised if like anybody showed up. It's like, fuck it. Like why die? I'm like the last of my fucking bloodline.
Hey, let me ask
I once saw the training.
for you guys for your movie weeks. Have you guys? Oh, hey Mario.
What's up, buddy?
Mario.
Have you guys ever watched? Have you guys, as one of your weeklies, ever watched the Red Dawn? The old '83 one or '82, whenever it came out. Patrick Swayze,
That's where
Charlie Sheen,
America
and their
gets
brothers.
invaded by Russia.
Russia and World War III and like
Fantasy movie, bro. We don't watch that.
Wolverine. Fantasy movie.
Bro, that was
You
one
watch
of my...
City of God. Okay, I'm sorry.
That happened.
That movie fucking sucked.
That movie actually happened, though.
Yeah, well,
I think that
if
was
you
a
really
documentary.
if you want to really make you guys, really say
I'm
something.
telling you, they
sucked.
shot that kid in the foot, bro. Ain't no
Actually,
way.
you know what you guys should watch if you haven't at all, because I'm assuming you guys saw Top Gun Maverick, both of it at some point.
I haven't
during
seen
the
it
summer.
Yeah.
Oh my. But
I
guys
wanted to, but I
You know what
couldn't
you should
really
do
know.
before you go watch it, or like download it or something like that.
I've
or
flown
watch
the
it on
planes
thing.
from the movie, bro. I
Yeah.
don't have time to watch it. I'm too busy.
I know.
I'm fucking in the
need
seat,
to,
bro.
Yeah, you need to actually sit there and watch Iron Eagle 2.
Fucking
Watch Iron
eat
Eagle
one
2.
stomach.
Watch that first, and then sit down and watch fucking Top Gun Maverick. And I want you guys to tell me how many things you go, wow, I feel like I'm having a sense of fucking deja vu. Except it has the Russians and stuff. Allied with us. But you guys should watch Iron Eagle 2 and then watch Top Gun Maverick. And just tell me how many things you guys think are the same. But yeah, watch Maverick, man. That was a really fun movie.
I'm excited. I want to watch it.
Is there anything coming you guys are planning to
DJ, I
watch
fly in
over the
Ace Combat though, so I can do crazy ass stunt like in the movie.
Yeah.
Is that game any good?
Ace Combat's pretty cool. It's very
Everyone box two.
My favorite
it's kind
was
of like
the
anime, but it's good.
my favorite was Ace Combat 5: The Unsung War. I think that
Wait,
was
why is it
PS3.
only $9?
It's old.
Yeah. Was it Ace
Wait,
Combat 7 the
DJ,
last
which
one?
game do you play, bro?
Ace Combat 7, I think, is the one.
Yeah, this was $9, bro. Fucking buy it.
Yeah, and it comes with the fucking all the
DLC.
Top Gun movie planes.
Yeah.
So what is it like? It's a flight. It's not a flight simulator, right? You just
No,
fly
it's
missions.
more.
Or?
It's more
Yeah, you
of.
fly missions.
It's more. I mean, it's not a realistic. It's more like at least in the past, it was a little bit more of a mix of arcadey with realistic style mix.
Yeah, because I'm a real pilot, bro. So I mean, it might not be my speed. I'm just kidding. I gotta look it up. Also, I'm so fucking annoyed. There's this game that I wanted to buy, Warhammer Space Marine, and I had it for the 360.
Yeah, I have it.
And
on
they
PC.
fucking remastered the game, and it's fucking $60. Why the fuck is it $60, bro?
I thought that was a new game,
No, it's the old one.
Huh. Okay, because I know they're supposed to be working on a sequel. I love
The
that
second
game.
one looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's
You have it
which
for
game
the
are you talking
PC.
Brah! I mean, by the time I heard brah, Space Marine for the 5,000th
Yeah.
time, that got a little annoying after a while.
But apparently the
Why?
price went up. This guy just says the game was okay, but increasing the price so much is bad business. What the fuck, bro? I wanted to buy it for I would have bought it for like $20.
Dude, that's some bullshit Sega just pulled. Fucking horse shit.
60.
What did they do?
Bro.
So they came out with
I think this is made by Sega. Yeah, it is.
yeah, they've
does
been doing
both
some
this week?
shady shit. They came out with what the fuck is it called? It's basically a compilation of all the old Sonic games.
Oh, is that the not Sonic Frontiers, but the that's a new game, the collection that had
Yeah.
a bunch of ones. Yeah,
So-
yeah. But they pulled it. Okay, sorry. No, you're sorry. Go ahead and
Yeah.
explain what happened with it.
They come out with this new version, which is kind of dog shit because they changed a bunch of stuff from the old game. Like most of the music is different, due to some licensing shit with Michael Jackson. And so this is like they released this game, then they took off all the old Sonic games that you could buy previously off
Oh,
the
yeah.
market, and then artificially inflated the price. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
And the
What the
developer
f-
even said the game. I know the one you're talking about. Even the developer said like, yeah, this wasn't actually meant to be the finished product and stuff, and some stuff was done that we weren't.
Yeah,
told
and they're
about.
coming out with like DLC packs that you're gonna be able to buy. So like when all things are like said and done, it's gonna be like a $300 game. It's like what the fuck?
Did they just go to the same school that like Tecmo did for Dead or Alive for their release schedule on shit?
It's fucking horseshit. What the fuck is that game called?
If you guys ever want to feel like you got too much bunny guys burning a hole in your pocket, go buy Dead or Alive 5 and all the DLC and just spend like $1,000 on it and all the alternate costumes and shit.
What the fuck is that game called? Was that
fucking
everything?
mad.
I'm looking it up right now. I know which one you're talking about.
It's not Sonic Mania. It's
Yeah, Sonic Mania. I think that's it.
No, Sonic Mania is the new 2D one, which is amazing, by the way. Sonic.
Was it it wasn't Sonic Generations collection? Or no, Sonic Origins. I think that's it. Sonic Origins. Because that has like, yeah, Sonic Origins. This is the one. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD.
Yes.
Where it had new
Origins.
anime intro and all that
that's
stuff.
it.
Where they
Yeah, it's
fudged
some
it all
fucking
up.
bullshit. Yeah, it's fucking greedy bastards. It's like, bro, these games are 20 years old. Why are you charging a fucking premium for them? I could go on and on.
Well, it's like though. I'm wondering how much they're going to charge for when they put out the remake of what do you call it? Why am I saying Dead Space? That currently EA is
Oh,
putting
right.
out.
Well, I mean, okay, so that game they're like totally
redoing
from the ground up. These are literally just ports.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
not
think-
like they're redoing the levels
Yeah,
and like new
I gotcha.
graphics and reprogram. They're just fucking ports, which
Well-
I understand isn't just fucking as easy as copy and paste, but still like you're charging way too much fucking money.
$40
for these.
for it, man.
I mean, bro, start to finish, Sonic 1, you could play Sonic 1 through 3, start to finish in like 40 minutes. Like, they're not long games.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, with some of these. Oh, Dean, I do have to put you a little bit. I definitely beat Mass Effect more than you because I think I was when you were talking. I just I tallied up how many times I beat Mass Effect 2. And
bro.
I beat Mass Effect 2 43 times.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn.
There's
I
so
love
many
Mass Effect. So it's okay, I consider all three of them one game because it really is.
Yeah. Well, I
So
played
Mass Effect is number 3 on my list of greatest games of all time.
I played all 3 of them. Like, honestly, I beat 2 and 3 way more than 1 because I really annoyed the shit out of me quite
Have
a
you
bit.
tried it
for 2 and
recently?
3. Well, I played through like the first week, like for the entire thing, the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster.
Okay,
like, I
because they
played through that.
redid 1, like the
Yeah. It's
the
way
fighting system,
better.
so much better.
Yeah, but I mean of the original trilogy. Like
Okay.
I played 2 and 3. Like I think if I count all of the playthroughs for all of the original, I only beat the redone one like 1, but I did everything.
Yeah.
Because Mass Effect is the one thing I bought every stupid piece of DLC except for the loot boxes from 3 for the multiplayer.
Yeah.
I still never got that stupid goddamn Awakened Collector to this day. But I think I beat it a combined. I'm roughly certain it's about 72 times I beat all 3 games altogether.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot. Did you play Mass Effect Andromeda?
Yeah, I hated it.
Did you really? I loved it. I thought it was so cool.
See, I have to quantify this though. I really didn't like the game that much. I only beat it once. But I did put 64 hours into it.
Okay.
So I do kind of feel like I'm kind of putting my foot in my mouth and my ass at the same time because I did like it, but I put 63 hours into it.
Like, it's just not Mass Effect, right? Like, it's just not.
The
In terms
villains were
of,
lame.
of, like, the characters and the lore building, right? It's far and away removed from the original trilogy of games.
Yeah.
But in that universe, I think it's a pretty solid game.
Yeah, I think after they did the fixes to it, like over a year
Oh,
later,
100%,
even some fans. Yeah, I mean, I played it when it first came out, and that was a bad idea. I should have waited a year and then played it.
Dude,
And it
for
would've been but it's a good
I'm
game.
pissed I paid retail for it.
Yeah,
But I was like, oh my god, Mass Effect, let's go. And
yeah,
was
I had
like,
it
well,
pre-ordered
this is-
months before. The only thing that still annoys me with that game more than anything, and it shouldn't because it was going to ask me to pay more money, is literally the ending where it says like this: "Hello, guess what? We've got DLC coming." You know, the arc that was supposed to have the Quarians and the Drell and all that stuff in it, which basically said, "We're going to have DLC. You have this plot point going to get resolved." And then they canceled it and never came out. And I was like, oh my god, guys! You literally tell you it's supposed to happen in the game. But then they realized it was a dumpster fire.
Well, yeah, it just didn't. I think too many people were comparing it to the original, and you just can't do that. It's like let it be its own thing.
Well, hey, 5 is probably looks like it's going to take us back. So we might get, like, I don't know, Mega Clone Robo Shepherd.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place for us to put
Yep.
a pin in it. We have, what do we have tomorrow? Small talk, and then Friday club, and then Saturday no D&D. Unfortunately, we got Cody should be putting up a post soon. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into After Dark tonight. I think we had a spirited Lord of the Rings discussion. Talked about that
I love Lord of the
awful
Rings so much, bro.
Starlight. Just ugh. But
We covered a lot of hot topics today.
we did.
That is a figure that cuts to the soul, man, and just makes you kind of like, what is happening in 6th scale? What is happening with my life?
Absolutely. But anyways, my name is Zach, and we'll
Dean?
catch you.
Oh.
Is it late?
Oh, there we go.